Hello everybody, this is Goose Fox coming at you with a new testing video here, and today I want to be taking a look at the Gelgoog R, which is our new banner suit for this week of GBO2. While the suit is our main banner, they actually also released a guaranteed boosted supply drop for this suit, where they have it where you can get the level 1 through 4 version guaranteed from each step of the pool, so very similar to what they did with suits like the Dozelzaku or Johnny Raiden's Gelgoog, which I think is very interesting because you have the main banner that you can do for this, or you can just do the step up and get the native cost version guaranteed. So really interesting way to release the Gelgoog R here, but yeah, we'll jump into the suit here and see what it has to offer. Starting off with the stats here, the Gelgoog R is a 450 cost general unit that is usable in both ground and space. You have 16,500 mobile suit HP. You have 14 ballistic, 12 beam, and 22 melee resistance. You have 15 range strength and 30 melee strength. You have 130 movement speed, 210 top speed, 65 thruster gauge, and 69 turning speed. And for your part slots, you have 17 close, 12 mid, and 6 long range slots. You have a melee priority of 2, and the suit has space compatibility, and it is considered a 3-star. So you got a bit more melee strength here, some pretty decent melee resistance from the looks of things here. Let's jump into the weapons that we have here, and starting off we have the Gelgoog beam rifle, which looks like the same model as the one used by the prototype, but this one is exclusive to this version of the mobile suit. That's going to be 1,900 power with a 80% heat rate and 350 range. Normal fire can suppress, focus fire does not, but it can penetrate a mobile suit, so it's going to be interesting to see that with how the firing there works for the focused on this. We also have the Gelgoog R C Blade for 2,000 power and a cooldown of 2.5 seconds. A chilled blade that can cut down foes, so similar description to the one used by the Efreet Nacht. We have the Gelgoog R Head Vulcan with 60 power, 80 ammo, and 150 range. Looks like our standard pair of Head Vulcans. We have the Gelgoog R Anchor, which is 2,100 power with a cooldown of 5.5 seconds, and a melee weapon that launches an arm-mounted anchor, offering long suppression but no rapid combo. So it looks like this will be like a heavy staggering wire weapon here. We have the Gelgoog R C Blade ×2 with 2,200 power and a cooldown of 2 seconds, so a bit shorter cooldown there compared to the single blade that we have. We have the Gelgoog R C Canoe with ballistic power of 1,400, 1 ammo, and 250 range. Uses a high voltage to disable enemy electronics and altitude control systems and can be thrown while mobile. So it looks like it will be similar to that on the Efreet Nacht. Really a lot of this looks like it's very similar to what the Efreet Nacht comes with in terms of the blade and the Canoe here. We do have the ARM 110mm rapid fire cannon with 110 power, 30 ammo, and 250 range. And then we have an ARM 3-barrel Gatling cannon with 240 power, 30 ammo, and 275 range. So, looking at the two ARM cannons here side by side, looks like you got a good amount of rapid weapons with both the Vulcans and your two ARM cannons here. So, really interesting loadout. You do get a full arsenal of sub-weapons here, so it does look good so far. Moving to our skills here, we have Leg Shock Absorber level 2, Quick Boost, Flight Control Program level 2, Anti-Blast Stabilizer, Melee Composite System, High Spec Ambac level 2, Force Injector level 2, Offense System, Maneuver Armor, High Performance Radar, Special Leg Buffer level 2, Special Left Arm Equipment Buffer level 3, so I assume that will be part of the Anchor, Pursuit Prevention Attack Program level 1, so if an enemy pursuit is stopped, attack power is temporarily boosted while range weapon reload time and hover recovery time are temporarily reduced. You have Counter Boost, so if your mobile suit attack, defense, and mobility will increase temporarily after doing a counter. Less time is also needed for range weapons to focus and melee weapons to charge. And you do have damage control at level 2, so no dodge roll on this suit here, but it does look like it has a very interesting set of skills, so yeah, it does look like it will be an interesting suit here. Again, a lot of things that looks like it's kind of taken from the Efreet Nacht, but here is going to be the description here. I'll slowly go through this in case anyone wants to pause through and read the description of the Gelgoog R here. But without further ado, let's take it into 450 and see what it has to offer. Make sure I am actually on 450 cost, and yep, we are. So yep, let's jump into port base here, and yeah, take a look at the Gelgoog R. The design of the suit does look really cool. I think I have seen the Gelgoog R a bit in the past, like some images of it, but really cool to see it added to GBO2 here, since we really don't see a whole lot of like earlier stuff from like the timeline really implemented as a banner. I feel like these days it's usually a lot of later UC stuff, especially recently with Anniversary and the addition of like Victory and F91. But yeah, really cool to see another Gelgoog, especially one with such a really nice design. And here is the Gelgoog R on the field here. It looks like the beam rifle on this one can actually be fired while moving, so that's already a really big difference from the prototype Gelgoog beam rifle. Let's see, we'll see if we can just shot off on the Gundam. And yep, that is going to be a standard instant stun. Let's see if we can start charging the rifle here, see if we can see the penetration effect. Okay, well it does look like it still staggers even if you focus it, so I think this is another case of the description for the weapon just kind of being misleading. Does it have the piercing? Okay, so yeah, it does have the piercing effect though, so that part is accurate, but yeah, it can't stun while focused, so I think this happened on a previous suit I talked about recently, where the description of that was in fact wrong. I'm going to disable mobile suit destruction here, and let's see, we do have the cold blade. See what our melee animation is like. That's neutral into the right, and left into the downswing. So nice double hit for the downswing here. Start with a neutral. Okay, decent damage on the neutral there. Go for the downswing. Alright, over 4,000 with a downswing against a Gundam, and over 3,000 against a Gelgoog cannon. So damage looks good. Head Vulcans with 80 ammo, so large ammo count here. And does have a pretty decent stagger accumulation. Looks like it does fire 2 bullets at a time. And yeah, you can use it while boosting. So nice pair of head Vulcans here. We have the anchor. Oh wow, I completely whiffed the anchor. I guess I may have been too close to the Gundam here. Let's see, let's try that again. There we go. And yep, that does cause a heavy stagger. So that is nice to have here. Try it against the Gelgoog cannon. Alright. Let's see what our melee animation for the double cold blade is. Let's see, neutral into right, left into, and downswing. You have the same spinning animation as the Efreet Nacht, so really interesting looking neutral there. Kind of looks like a poke that it kind of does. So the neutral animation does look really interesting on this. Over 2,000, and let's catch both in the downswing. Over 3,000 and over 2,000. So, some pretty decent damage numbers. You could probably combo that really well into the... Let's see, let's kind of do a quick little combo. Do that, and then go into this. So yeah, I can get a nice little combo off that way. So, it does look pretty promising with its melee. We do have the cold Kunai. And yep, you can fire that while moving. Does look like it has a really fast reload. And yeah, it does work as another instant stunning weapon. We're going to start with the right arm Gatling, which does have a really good stagger accumulation. So you have the Vulcans, you have this which has a really good stagger, and let's see what the arm Gatling can do. Okay, well the arm Gatling has very poor stagger accumulation, but it does have some decent damage and does fire in a kind of slowish 3-round burst, so it does feel good to have as a damage dealing weapon. Yeah, really interesting to have there. Let's see, go into that. So yeah, I can see the melee on this already being really good for the Gelgoog R. It does seem like that is going to be the way this suit is designed. Let's see if we can get the counter to go off. We'll do the force counter with tackle. We'll try against the Gundam here, hopefully get a better view that's not obscured by the trees. And okay, got 2 slashes into a kick. And then you do get that increased damage, defense, and speed. So you get that for the successful counter. See, do it again. That does look like that might be a newer counter animation. It doesn't look like it's the same one shared with the Efreet Nacht, at least as far as I can remember. I don't think the Nacht does the little kick thrown in there, so that does seem to be maybe new for this suit. And let's see if we can do the pursuit stop. We'll turn the enemies on. Let's see. Oh, the Gundam might have broken legs. I don't think it can pursue me. Well, we'll see if we can get it to activate. Maybe I should just go over... Oh, never mind, they're gonna get the counter on me instead. The Gundam was waiting for that. Let's see, we're actually gonna turn the enemies off. I'm actually gonna destroy both of these suits real quick. And we'll move on to the raid. We'll get some raid numbers first and then see if we can get the other skill that it has to activate. I think when you stop in enemy pursuit. Let's see. Damage against the, looks like a prototype Gundam. Yep, that is going to be a prototype. Put the disable enemy destruction back on. And yeah, so far really good damage numbers against a raid. See, try our Kanui here. Alright, well, almost 2,000 there. Good damage with that. Flat 300 with the Gatling. So yeah, raid damage does seem pretty good since you do have that type advantage. And let's see, we'll move over to the other prototype Gundam over here. Maybe this one will be a bit more eager to try and attack me with its javelin, if it is the javelin that they come with in the free practice. So let's see, we'll give this one a chance. Let's see, enemy mobile suit on. Oh, there we go. Maybe actually the pursuit thing might not activate, because I think that might be only if you stop somebody who's attacking another enemy. So actually it might not even be able to activate in free practice, so it might actually be chasing nothing here. That might actually just be something that I'm really mistaking here. But it does look like the Gelgoog R does have some really nice gimmicks handed to it, does have some nice skills, and the weapons too are also really nice. Does almost feel like it's meant to be like a general-ish version of the Efreet Nacht. You kind of have a lot of these same concepts. You have the different cold blades, so instead of having to pick between one, you do get both of them with this suit. You do have a Kanui that you can throw. You don't have the dual ones that cause heavy stagger, but you do have the anchor in its place, so you still have a heavy staggering weapon, which, yeah, this anchor does feel pretty hard to hit. I don't know if it's just me or maybe the way it is placed on the left arm, but that does seem like it is going to be a bit hard to hit with the placement there. So it is a pretty big anchor though, so hopefully that does help it in actual matches. Be a lot easier to aim that. And you can actually catch 2 targets in that, so the anchor, yeah, really good with the anchor there. If you can catch 2 people in it, yeah, you can get some pretty good results out of it that way. But yeah, it looks like a kind of similar suit to the Nacht. I know I keep saying that, I probably sound like a broken record right now, but yeah, a lot of similarities. You even have a 3-barrel Gatling gun, though this one operates very differently. A lot closer to, I would say, the 3-barrel Gatling that is on the, what is it, the Goof from Thunderbolt, the one with the flight unit. Kind of feels similar to that suit, actually, with the 3-barrel Gatling. So let's see, we'll see the boarding animation. Assume it'll be very similar to most other Gelgooks. And, yep, got the mono eye light up there. Kind of got like that dom like rim around the mono eye, which is really interesting design there. But yeah, I don't know if I have too much else that I can really show for the Gelgoog R in this video here. See, disable mobile suit destruction again. We'll finish off both of these suits here. Actually, I didn't get a charge on the prototype. Let's see if we can get some damage numbers off on that suit. Get an idea of what the damage range is. Okay, we're not going to get any damage off that one. Probably not that one either, since that one is also almost dead. So finish off both of those. It does feel like a pretty good suit though, and especially for something that you can get from a guaranteed pool, you don't have to do the banner for it necessarily. I would say for like getting just the level 1 of this and just getting it guaranteed, it does feel like it is going to be a pretty good suit for 450, a really good general if you can get past it not having a dodge roll, which I think for what this suit has, it might not be too much of an issue, but it is something we'll have to see when we take it out into some actual matches here. Yeah, over 3,000 on a charge shot, so yeah, really good for both of those being able to stagger. Yeah, does feel like it will be pretty good. So yeah, I don't think I have too much else I can show in this video. Again, I don't think I can show the pursuit here since I think that is something that doesn't apply to free practice. But for everything else that this suit has, again, yeah, it does feel pretty good. If you can get your counters off and you can get the counter skill to activate, get the extra damage off, that could also be really good for this. So yeah, that's going to be all I think I have for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the Gelgoog R. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And if that's, I will see you all in the next one. Later.